Dead.
Welcome back to the channel, YouTube family. Today we're diving into yet another hilarious encounter with the infamous MTK clan, a group known across the Dark Zone for their legendary ability to run away from fights, die repeatedly, and then somehow convince themselves they're winning. It's honestly mind-blowing. MTK clan, the kings of running and coping.
Just died.
Let's break this down step by step. Every time a fight breaks out, this clan does one thing consistently.
Let me show.
They run. Not just strategic repositioning, not even tactical retreating. No, they full-on sprint across the map like their controllers have a dedicated "get me out of here" button. And here's the funniest part. They're dying constantly while doing it. They complain when we don't go rogue in a 4v4, but then when we actually do go rogue, our timer just disappears. Why? Because all we're doing is chasing them across the map. We're literally spending more time running after them than actually fighting. Make it make sense. Blacklude, the runaway king. Now let's talk about Blacklude, the self-proclaimed leader of MTK. If there's one thing he's mastered in this game, it's running away and getting clipped over and over again. His clan stands no chance in a fair 4v4, and this footage proves it. Every time one of them dies, what happens? Instead of holding their ground and fighting like real players, they scatter like cockroaches when the lights come on. The lobby only has 8 people in it, just us and them. So there's no excuse. Why are they running when they have nowhere else to go? What's even crazier is that they think having a manhunt means they're winning, even though they're the ones dying the most. Let's use a little bit of logic here. If you're dying over and over and the kill count is heavily in our favor. If your team is constantly on the retreat while taking massive losses. If you rely on hiding and running instead of fighting head-on. How exactly does that translate to a victory? If we go purely off the number of kills and pure domination in every engagement, we are winning. The only thing they are winning at is running away the fastest. Does manhunt equals winning? Let's discuss. Let's take this to the comments. What's your opinion? Would you consider yourself the winner of a fight if you spent most of the time dying, running away, and barely holding onto a manhunt that you refuse to defend? Because by our logic, the team controlling the fight, securing the most kills, and applying the most pressure is the one actually winning. The cheese master with no aim. Now let's talk about Blacklude's tactics. He has made it clear that he will never 1v1 fairly. He always relies on cheese tactics to get by. And let's not even get started on the scripts. This guy has no gun skill whatsoever. He literally cannot aim to save his life, so he relies on third-party software to do the work for him. And yet, even with scripts, even with all the cheesy tactics in the world, he still runs away like his life depends on it. Final thoughts. Is Blacklude just that bad? At this point, we have to wonder, is he really that bad at the game? If he's using all these unfair advantages, why is he still running? Shouldn't he be dominating? Or is he just so terrible that even with all that hand-holding from his scripts, he still can't handle a real fight? We'll leave it up to you guys. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you all think about this, holding a manhunt just to run away non-stop while dying over and over again. Does that sound like a winning strategy to you? Let's talk about Blacklude for a second. He straight up admitted he will never fight us in a 4v4 because he knows he and his clan don't stand a chance. He's actually scared of those battles, and honestly, this footage proves exactly why. You can see them struggling from the start. The second a couple of his teammates go down, what does Blacklude do? He takes off running. I mean, at this point, we might as well start calling him Forrest Gump. Where does he think he's going? Back to his group, just so another one of them can die, and then he can run away again? This is comedy gold. And of course, his friends will always back him up. And people who don't like me will never admit the truth about what's happening here. War Clan won't say a word against him, because he farms their members like it's his full-time job. That's exactly why they won't speak negatively about MTK. They're afraid to admit they're getting worked. But after watching all this mindless running, I knew I had to switch up my build. I needed something that would force them to stay and fight,
One's on my
instead
left.
of constantly running away.
2 is on my left.
At this point, chasing them around felt like we were just bullying them, like we were taking their lunch money in the schoolyard. It got repetitive, so I had to adapt. Now, here's the real question. Do you think MTK will ever dare to fight GQD? Or have they finally realized, after all these losses, that they will never win? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is MTK just completely delusional? Or do they seriously believe that running away and dying on repeat somehow counts as a win? Let us know. We'll be reading every single comment, so make sure to drop your thoughts below. We want to hear everything you have to say. Now, as you can see, we still haven't switched builds yet to counter their endless running, but don't worry, that moment is coming soon, and when it finally happens, they absolutely lose it. Their movement falls apart. Their aim completely off. Their mental state shattered. Blacklude simply cannot keep up. He starts getting super emotional, rambling about things that make no sense, and even tells his own clan that they can't win these fights. That's when the frustration kicks in, and you can actually see them turning on each other. The team chemistry? Gone. And let's not forget, Blacklude gets one clipped over and over again. You can practically see him getting in his feelings every time it happens. But instead of adjusting, what do? They keep running. They keep dying over and over. It's actually unreal. But here's the best part. Once we switch builds and completely shut down their running strategy, they have no answer. Now, instead of running away, they're just dying on repeat with nowhere left to go. Blacklude even tries using the bighorn and still can't land a single shot. Watch another 4v4, they keep backing up, prepping to sprint away the second things get tough. Another major loss for MTK. At this point, it's beyond embarrassing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video with all your friends. We appreciate the support and we'll see you next time.
Another 4v4 we want.
Here we go.
I just want me one to get those ass.